Grousman is in. Gates back, and they're off and racing, and Kirtling, having played up, well, was asleep when the gates went back there and has lost loads of lengths at the start, 7 or 8 lengths at least behind the leader, who in the early stages, as Evening Verse has kicked on to lead to Cheese and Wine, the green who's racing in second. Lord Warburton in the pinkish colours is racing in third. Notion of Time up the inside in the dark and light blue. Murakeb, the yellow, towards the outer. They're then followed by Celtic Classic. Grousman is taking a real hold up the inside there. The Pam Sly colours, the pink cap, followed then by Mystic Dragon and Mobham. And then the last two, Kirtling and Bird to Love, has now been relegated to last. So indicative of the rather slow early gallop here, that Kirtling's tardy start doesn't appear to have affected him too badly in terms of getting latched onto the rest of the group as they make their way towards us here in the grandstand. And the lead is with Evening Verse by about a neck to Cheese and Wine, who races in second. They're then followed by Notion of Time in the dark noseband. Round the outside, Celtic Classic is now making headway. David Probert seemingly not too happy with the pace here and just trying to force it round the outside. They're then followed by Lord Warburton. Murakeb's on the 3 wide train, followed then by Grousman in the pink cap. They're then followed by Mystic Dragon in the orange cap, followed then by Mobham in the light blue sleeves, and then towards the rear of the field, Bird to Love, and Kirtling the grey is still alongside that one at the back. So they make their way inside the final 6 furlongs now. Celtic Classic's little move as they pass the winning post for the first time means that he now leads by a length and a half or so to Evening Verse, who's now moved in to second position, followed then by Cheese and Wine. Murakeb, who's been wide throughout, the yellow and black colours, now wants to go forward as well. Then Lord Warburton, followed then by Grousman, then up the inside, Notion of Time. They're then followed by Mobham, Mystic Dragon, followed by Kirtling, and Bird to Love's at the rear of the field. They're making their way inside the final 4, and it's Celtic Classic that leads at the moment by about a length to Murakeb, one of the outsiders on the outer in second. Then up the inside is Evening Verse. Cheese and Wine is now just being driven along. Round the outside making headway is Grousman, but just now being ridden along. Then we've got Lord Warburton, who's somewhat covered up but still travelling quite strongly and moves well as they make the swing for home. Celtic Classic, David Probert, the leader, just to Murakeb, who's battling hard. Then Cheese and Wine, followed then by Lord Warburton. Evening Verse hasn't gone away up the inside. Then Mystic Dragon and Grousman and the rest, they're swinging for home. Plenty of chances here. Furlong and a half left to go. Celtic Classic just about the leader, but Evening Verse is battling on. Lord Warburton followed by Murakeb. Here now comes Mystic Dragon as well. Down the centre of the track, Cheese and Wine, and Bird to Love is finishing off strongly, and Kirtling as well. Who do you like here as they make their way up towards the line? It's Lord Warburton just about the leader to Kirtling. Lord Warburton, Kirtling, Lord Warburton and Kirtling, possibly the former over the latter, but don't quote me on it. Bird to Love was third. Celtic Classic has finished in fourth.
Michael Bell and Thor Hammer Hansen. Thor taking second a little bit early on, has just held the well-backed Kirtling. Oh, has he? That is desperately tight, Tom. I thought normally first across the line is what you'd take, but that...
yeah, that's very close.
That is close.
The best horse in that race is Kirtling by any shadow of a doubt. He missed about 5 lengths at the start and it's on the bob. He had his head right down.
Kirtling.
I got there, yeah, Kirtling.
Kirtling may well have landed a bit of a touch there. What sort of price was he early on? You check
I'll have a look, yeah. There we go.
He was certainly double figures when I was looking through this early on this afternoon.
Yeah, it was available at 20 to 1 this morning, Kirtling.
And has returned single figures, if indeed has got up to beat Lord Warburton. The result there to come as soon as we do have it.